By now, you've written a couple of basic Node.js apps like a web server. And you must have realized that after every meaningful iteration to your code, you have to restart your Node.js app. This is rather time consuming and boring to the hilt. What if we could automate this process? What if somehow our apps restart the moment we hit the save button to our code? Well, that's exactly what we'll do here. To achieve this, we'll use a super cool module called Nodemon. You can read all about Nodemon on nodemon.io. But for now, we'll just get started with it. Essentially what Nodemon does is watch the folder in which it was invoked for changes made to files. If it detects a change, it restarts your Node.js app. So let's head over to our console and we'll first install Nodemon. Since you would want to use Nodemon from within any folder on your machine, you'll need to install this globally. Installing a module globally means that you can invoke it like a command line statement from within any folder. So, if you're on a Mac or Linux, type sudo npm install -g nodemon. The -g here indicates that this module needs to be installed globally and not within a local node_modules folder as npm usually does. Do note that if you're on Windows, you can ignore the sudo part of this statement and can just type npm install -g nodemon. Press enter now to begin with the installation. I'll speed up the video here to quickly get over with the installation process. And it's done. Notice I have created a folder called chatcat and I recommend you do so as well because this is where we'll build our app. So now let's test out Nodemon. I'll create a new file and I'll save this as app.js in my folder. Now let's just put a console.log statement like so. And on the terminal, instead of typing node app.js, we'll type nodemon app.js. Nodemon acts like a wrapper to Node.js and is not a separate installation of Node. It will use the active version of Node.js as installed on your machine. You can now see it says this is an app on the console because we used a console.log statement, and it also says waiting for changes before restart. That's pretty self-explanatory. I'll make changes to my console.log statement like so. And the moment I save the file using Command S on my Mac or Control S on Windows, you'll see the app restarts right away. And I can now see my updated statement in the console. Let's put a few more things in the script. And I'll save the file and you'll notice it restarts again. And now after a 3-second delay, you can see the output from our set timeout as well. So this is really easy to use and saves us a lot of headache when we have to restart our app as we develop along. So go ahead and install Nodemon on your machine.